Lol 7K again. Please come back to 7K again, and please.
We need more personalization.
Hey, guess what? The 7 Nights Global released the Shane and Dellons love form soon. Get ready. Still gonna play 7 Nights before my Korean/game.
Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraithking, and welcome back to 7 Nights. Today we're going over a couple of updates that have been added to the game, so we're going to go straight to the Hero Codex, if I can figure out where the heck that is, because I don't know. It's been a while, and not that long, about like a month or two since I've been gone. I'd say about 3-4 months, I'd say. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the Codex. Here it is. It looks like Rudy has been awakened. Mythic Awakening has been added. What? I guess Wukong has not been Mythic Awakened yet. When Mythic Awakening was added, Sun Wukong was one of the characters that was Mythic Awakened along with Dellons, if I can remember correctly. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. It's been a while, but who else is new? We got some characters over here. Thread! Apparently, well, let me turn the volume up. What's she sound like? Wait, I should know.
Let's fight until one of us dies.
Honestly, I kind of like her voice actor here a little bit more. But let's see what her abilities do. It's been a while since I've come back to the game. There are a lot of new characters I want to check out. But I want to see some of the characters that I personally really liked. I know Trude was here. I can't get over that name. Her name was bad enough before. But, okay. Alright, Trude. What does her passive do? Apply skill notification 3 times for 1 hit. The damage received will not exceed 50% of her max HP. Increases debuff resist by 50%. I'm trying to remember whether this is good or not. Okay, hang on. Give me a second, my fellow gamers. I have to brainstorm. I keep forgetting that I can mute the music and then add my own music. So that's one thing I forgot about on here. And apparently this isn't bad, but I feel like since she's a fighter, she's probably going to get kind of squishy. But, you know what, I haven't tried her out, and it's been a while since I've been back in the game. Blah, 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 blah. There we go, the classic Wraithking jumbling up of words. Yeah, I am definitely back in the game, my fellow gamers. But yeah, I'm not sure, really. It says the damage received will not exceed 50% of her max HP, so that's for 1 hit, though. So she does have some type of shield. And she does have debuff resistance, but I don't know if she is as good as I think she is. Because I'm pretty sure she's okay, but you know, I'm going to take a look at her other abilities first. Because that shield seems kind of weak to me. Inflicts 100% physical damage on all enemies 3 times critical hit, and exploit vulnerability will take effect. Blocks the target from recovering HP for 2... That's actually pretty darn powerful right there. When you talk about recovering HP on this game, usually it's because of lifesteal. Sometimes supports might be on the team, but I haven't really seen too many of those when the time I was there, and I think there might be a couple in the meta right now, but recovering HP can be pretty troublesome, especially with all the lifesteal, as I said before. But you know what, it's been a really long time since I've played. I would really like to test a few things out, see how the arena's doing a little bit off camera. Right now, I kind of just want to see what's new. I want to see all the new stuff that's been added to the game. I see there's a new UI. It's the one I've been wanting for so long to be added to the game. It really does add a very sleek appearance to the entire game. I really like this UI. Hopefully they keep it. It's a lot better than the old one. But yeah, I want to see all the new stuff. I heard Shane has been added, and Dellons has been added. We'll be taking a look at him as well.
Gaze into the abyss.
Now, I like this voice actor, but I really like the voice actor from the Korean version. I really do. Anyway, let's take a look at Dellons and see if he is still a powerhouse. Increases... What? Applies marker notification effect to all allies. What exactly oh, okay, I think I know what that does, but it just makes them immune to markers, I guess, and that can be pretty powerful, but he doesn't have a damage increaser like he did before. Like the old Dellons.
Come to me.
He increased damage of all allies by 60%, and that's why everybody threw him on their team, is because he had that ability to increase everybody's damage like that. So yeah, it's weird that he doesn't have that anymore.
Gaze into the abyss.
Why is your passive so weak?
Buff resist never was a really good thing, and I used to play in the arena all the time. Let me just be completely honest with you. A 50% increase just increased your resistance to it. It didn't make you immune to debuffs. If you had an immunity to it, then it would be a lot more effective. But since it's only a 50% increase, there's a chance you won't get hit with poison. There's a chance you won't get silenced. And a chance is way, way worse than it just never happening at all. There are a lot of debuff effects. A lot of them. And I just read a character that had a massive debuff effect on them. True, she has a really powerful debuff effect that she applies first before she even uses one of her attacks. So there's that. But it doesn't stack. This is something I was going to tell you guys about, is the fact that most abilities on this game don't stack. There are some ways that you can cheese this, like with Dellons and Aline, for example. Dellons, his original form anyway, used to increase strength, I mean not strength, but damage by 60%, and she increased physical attack by 100%. And doing that, you could stack both of their effects because it was different. You could just have a team full of physical characters, and voila, your team has a 160% increase in damage. Crazy. But I don't know if there are too many other characters with this. I'm pretty sure there are, because there's someone in my head right now. I do remember someone with this effect. The damage increase I'm talking about. I can't remember who they are. Maybe you guys can help me out. I'm sorry, it's been a while, so I can't remember everybody's names and what they look like. But yeah, someone else does have that effect, so you can still kind of have that combo on your team with Dellons and maybe the other person. But the fact that he doesn't have that on him just kind of takes away from the magic of what Dellons was. He was always a really powerful, powerhouse. That was his thing. I mean, his other abilities, I'm sure, are strong, but you know what? Maybe his transformation might do something a little different. I don't know. Let's take a look. I already know what his other abilities do, so not really worried about that. They seem to be just simple upgrades from what they used to be, but we will be taking a look at this transformation anyway.
I will break the boundary of the abyss and become
Nice. Oh, sweet. We get to see what it is, but does his passive upgrade? Man, I don't get to see what his passive is. I think he still has the same passive, though, because it would probably tell me. But what do these abilities do? Because if I'm correct, they are greatly enhanced from what they were before. I want to see if they do anything different. Inflicts 100% physical damage on 3 enemies, 4 times critical hit, and exploit vulnerability effect AOK, and penetrates the target. Decreases all enemies' hit shield buffs by 3 hits, and it's not a priority effect, so it should just normally just penetrate anything, really, because this ability is super powerful. There shouldn't be anything that this could really, anything that can stop this, excuse me. Oh man, I miss that so much. I know you guys probably see this all the time, but it has been a really long time since I have actually used Dellons, so I'm just enjoying them for a second here, I'm sorry. But as I was saying earlier, in the Korean version, nothing can really stop his deadly strike. Nothing can really stop. I'm gonna cut this message board off. I keep forgetting to turn that off. But yeah, his deadly strike was always really powerful, and since he transforms into something else where he can use an enhanced version of it late game, nothing can really stop that. But there are some characters that do have some really, really long-lasting void shields, but regardless of that, they're gonna have a lot of trouble with that ability. And if you guys build some lifesteal on him, you're gonna see some serious magic. I still think he attacks multiple targets with his basic attack, so that lifesteal's really going to help him out. And since he does have a void shield, it's still a very powerful one too. So I guess it should still be pretty powerful to build lifesteal on him. I'm gonna try that later though. Man, I just love that attack. I love Dellons, okay? I love him. He's just one of the greatest characters in the game. This passive is kind of just bleh, though. He's no longer a huge powerhouse. In the Korean version, everything just hit harder. Like, way harder, because he still had that 60% increase. In fact, I think it might have been a 70% damage increase for all allies. So, now that he doesn't have that anymore, I don't think he's going to be hitting as hard. He still has the debuff resist rate, but that's meh. And I don't really think he ever had that to begin with, but it's okay. He's just nowhere near as powerful as he is on the Korean version, though, I can tell you that right now. When I was around in there, no one didn't have Dellons. Like, everyone just had to have him on their team because his awakening form was just that powerful. So, in that thought, it kind of makes sense that they would nerf him because of his power level, because it was so great, because it was just so unbelievably busted. Like, everybody was using him. You just couldn't really use a DPS that was not Dellons in the Korean version. Eventually, there were other characters, though, I'll be honest with you. There were some other win conditions that were not Dellons, and people weren't having that same Dellons win condition team that they had all the time. Me, I did like to use Yonhee here, or Yuan. You know, I'm gonna say her name wrong. I know I am. I'm sorry, love, it's been a while. I was always known to get your name wrong. I'm not gonna mess it up this time. I'm not even gonna attempt it. Nope. But she actually had a complete immunity to debuffs, if I'm correct. I don't see that here. I mean, this insight thing's pretty cool, but that's kind of the same thing as what she had on the Korean version, really. But no complete immunity to debuffs, because she had a complete immunity, and it was permanent, if I can remember. Yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, it looks like she got a little bit of a nerf too. Honestly though, a lot of these characters saw a lot of play, especially Dellons, so I'm not surprised some of them did get nerfs. But is anybody really using her right now?
Witness my demonic powers.
Is anyone using her? Increases critical, oh my goodness gracious, she's definitely a raid hero. Like right away. This is crazy. Increased critical damage by 200%? What? And if I'm correct, this is guaranteed critical, isn't it? No, it's not guaranteed. It ignores defense though. But wait a minute. Wait just a second. I have to check something out.
The darkness consumes you.
Okay, let's see what this does. Pretty much the same thing, but increases damage by 200% for each empty enemy slot in the enemy team. Ignores the enemy's defense and provides a lifesteal by 10% of the damage given. That might sound like nothing, but trust me, it's not. It's not. She might be able to recover full health with this attack.
Let me hear your
I mean, her passive is kind of weak, though. She might not be able to make it to her awakening form without one of those rings. So, saying that, she's okay. Mainly for raid, though, definitely. But speaking of Mythic Awakened characters, Mythic Awakening is way different now. All you need is 3 million gold. You don't need those shards anymore. That makes it so much easier. Let's go. It appears I do not have enough gold, my fellow gamers. I'm pretty sure I left with over 9 million gold. What happened to all my gold? You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I can farm gold. I can farm it. That is all the time I have left for this video, my fellow gamers. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am happy to be back, but at the same time, I don't know. If the game was really repetitive for me, and that's kind of the reason I stopped. I mean, yeah, there was a whole debacle about my idea, but I kind of just threw that under the bridge and said, you know what, forget about it. I don't really care about that anymore. And to be honest with you, my whole feeling about Seven Nights right now really is just because this was repetitive to me. That was kind of just the nail in the coffin. I was like, you know what, might as well just give up now. Just stop playing the game and play other things, because it really was just repetitive on my channel too. I was spamming it. I don't know how the other YouTubers do it with some of their videos, like spamming Fortnite videos and just playing the same game over and over again, because it kind of takes the fun out of it. So I just stopped because of that. And I want to keep playing though, because you guys enjoy it. You really enjoy this game, and I love entertaining you. I really do. So I want to come back to this every once in a while when I can, but giving you guys some really cool news. Seven Nights 2 will be coming out very soon. I asked a friend over at Dreamer Plays. He told me that, yeah, the game should be out any day now. So I said, you know what? I'm going to be playing that a whole bunch. I'm going to be spamming the search engine every day until I can see some type of way to download Seven Nights 2, or maybe it'll be in the App Store. My guess it's the second thing. But anyways, that's all the time I have left for this video, my fellow gamers. Take it easy for me, and please do have a blessed day. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I will be uploading more Seven Nights stuff in the future. Till then, take it easy for me, alright? Bye.